Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the heaviest weight you've ever carried. Not physical, but mental. Fear, a bad habit, a toxic relationship, a dead-end job, a grudge. That weight, that is your Egypt. The word Egypt in the Bible, Mitzrayim, means the narrow places. It's limitation, constriction. It's the voice in your head saying you can't. The Exodus story isn't just about a nation. It's about the human soul. The exit strategy was a 10-round dismantling of a worldview. Today, we walk through the 10 plagues. Not as ancient history, but as 10 lessons in God's power. Keys to breaking chains in your life. The Pharaoh inside your ego, fear, comfort zone will fight to keep you enslaved. Are you ready to fight? Let's begin. The first plague. Moses goes to the Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt. God turns it to blood. The lesson: you cannot build your life on something that cannot sustain you. Think about your Nile. Is it validation, a paycheck, a draining relationship? Your source of security might be your bondage. When water turns to blood, it's a wake-up call. God says, stop drinking from that river. It's poison. You must be willing to let the old well run dry before you can find a new one. Plague 2. Frogs. Frogs everywhere. In your bed, kitchen, oven, the Egyptians let them in. The lesson: what small compromises are multiplying. One little white lie, one frog. Soon your entire life is infested. Say no to the first small compromise. The third plague, gnats. Dust turned to tiny biting insects. Magicians failed. They said, this is the finger of God. The lesson: you cannot ignore small, irritating signs. That nagging feeling, subtle anxiety that's a gnat, lean into the discomfort. It's freedom's whisper. Plague 4, swarms of flies. In Goshen, where Israelites lived, there were no flies. The lesson: God protects what is set apart for him. You have a Goshen, your mind, heart, home. You can draw a line in the sand. My peace is non-negotiable. God builds a hedge of protection. The fifth plague struck livestock. Cattle were sacred to Egyptians, representing wealth and gods. The lesson: God will touch what you worship to show you it is not God. What is your sacred cow? It will fail you. When livestock dies, it creates space to look up and ask, what can't be taken from me? Your soul, identity, connection to the divine, that is the only currency that lasts. Plague 6. Boils. Painful sores erupted. The magicians couldn't stand. Ugliness inside became visible. The lesson: what is festering inside will eventually surface. Bitterness, unforgiveness, jealousy. You can't hide a boil. It demands to be dealt with. This is the plague of raw honesty. God's power is surgery. It's painful to look at the infection, but you can't heal what you refuse to acknowledge. Lance it with truth. Only then can healing begin. Seventh plague. Hail mixed with fire. The worst storm in Egypt's history. God made a distinction. Those who feared the Lord brought their livestock inside. The lesson: storms are coming for everyone. The difference is the shelter. You cannot control life's weather. Wisdom is running inside. God, I can't weather this alone. Be my covering. The hail will destroy what is exposed. What is under the covering will be saved. After hail, crops destroyed. Then came the locusts, consumed everything the hail missed. They ate the roots. The lesson: deal with issues at the root. Why did you start that bad habit? What hole were you trying to fill? That's the root. Locusts represent patterns that devour peace if you only do surface-level work. God's power is deep soil work. It's heart transformation. The ninth plague. Darkness. So thick it could be felt. For 3 days, no one could move. But in the homes of the Israelites, there was light. The lesson: the world can go dark, but you carry your own light. The light isn't out there, it's in here. The light of God within you is brighter than the darkness around you. Don't curse the darkness. Turn on your light. Finally, the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn. This shatters Pharaoh's will. For Israelites, it was protection. They painted blood on doorposts. The angel of death passed over. The lesson: your freedom requires a substitute. Something has to die so you can live. What is your firstborn? Your intellect, charm, toughness? Final lesson is surrender. Put the blood over your heart. Trust in his deliverance. When you do that, death passes over you, and the chains that held you, they finally break. And so we come to the end. Loud wailing in Egypt. But for the Israelites, it's the night of Passover. They ate the lamb ready to go. The next morning, they walked out. Not as slaves, but as a free people. Your 10 plagues are not punishments. They're the labor pains of your deliverance. They're the lessons that break the back of your Pharaoh. It might be in the blood-stained water stage, or the suffocating darkness stage, or the locust stage. But hear me. You're on the verge of the Exodus. The power that parted the Red Sea wants to part the waters of your impossibility. The question is not, does God have the power? The question is, are you ready to walk through? The door is open. The lamb has been slain. Your Egypt is in your rearview mirror. Go, be free. Walk toward your promised land.